Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. April 26, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman. It's quite clear Iraq is going international. Once there's a free flow of capital into the country, this whole development road project is going to be fully underway. I think that's why you see so many countries still knocking on the door. We can tell by looking at the data. Iraq is set for internationalism. April 26, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26. Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Sadani says our goal is to meet the needs of the Iraqi market and stop importing from abroad. It looks like he wants to follow in the same footsteps as President Trump. He wants us to build our own stuff. Frank. Yeah, made in Iraq. That's pretty cool. Also, he says that because he knows the only way to meet it is with a new exchange rate. April 26, 2025 Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now. There's been a question about the contract rate on the dinar. The contract rate would be available for those who had projects. What is that? What do you mean? It's humanitarian projects that we are creating to uplift humanity. Whether it's in your city, in your region in the United States, like Rebuild America, or whether it's something international, like Rebuild Internationally. And I said there was a rate that's called a contract rate. It's pretty much tied to the per barrel price of oil that Iraq is selling their oil. Now this rate has fluctuated. Now it's hanging in the low 80s. There's a little trading range in the low 80s, which is a fantastic rate. And yes, you do have to have projects. If you have dinar and you're doing projects that you can type up, print out an outline of what your ideas are, and bring a copy to the Redemption Center, just a simple review qualifies you to be able to receive the contract rate on your dinar. April 26, 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, comment. Iraq's Foreign Minister and Deputy Prime Minister Fuad Hussein is in Washington, and he will meet later today with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Mark Z. He has now landed in Washington, D.C. It will be interesting to see what comes out of these talks. I am pretty excited about it. I am hearing they will be talking about the RV release and the security that goes along with it. That is the rumors from DC and Iraq right now. April 25, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26. Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Sadani is not trying to hide a rate, he's just not doing it. He's not doing his job. Frank. I'm not losing faith as Sadani, I'm just disappointed in him to a degree. You see, he is not in control of your currency reform. The CBI is. We the United States of America have a lot of influence through the United States Treasury on your monetary reform because of our relationship with the IMF. Your new exchange rate is definitely coming emo. Unfortunately, it's coming to you Middle Eastern style by kicking, screaming, fighting, pulling hair for every inch of it. That is sad because that is the Middle East way. But Donald Trump will speed this up. April 25, 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. Al-Sadani's advisor. Iraq's foreign exchange reserves are fine. Quote, Saleh said. Iraq's foreign currency reserves still have the capacity to cover 100% of the national currency issued, and that commercial efficiency has been achieved. On March 31, 2025, the Central Bank of Iraq revealed that the central bank's net foreign reserves for 2024 amounted to 130.81 trillion dinars, a 10.18% decrease compared to the same period in 2023. April 25, 2025 Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now, based on what I'm hearing, we could start, over the weekend itself into Monday. April 25, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman valuation for oil costs. They haven't exposed that yet. Just like they haven't turned the oil onto Turkey. And just like they haven't exposed Article 12 to 2C to the public on the street is aware of this. It looks like they haven't done it yet because they don't have an internationally acceptable real effective exchange rate. The cat is out of the bag. April 25, 2025 Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram. Over the past 3 months the Vietnamese dong or VND has gradually depreciated against the US dollar. As of April 2025 the exchange rate has hovered around 25,600 Vietnamese dongs per USD, marking a slight weakening compared to earlier in the year. You can trade the VND on the forex market. Analysts anticipate the dong may depreciate by approximately 3% throughout 2025, primarily due to the sustained strength of the dollar and potential delays in the Federal Reserve's interest rate cuts. April 25, 2025 Newshound Guru Caparoni article. Al-Sudani discusses with JP Morgan mechanisms to secure financial transfers and their access to Europe and America. April 25, 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, question. Mark, is 2025 still in play or not? Mark Z. It's very much in play, and I still believe April is still in play. April 25, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 Everything waits for the new exchange rate. April 25, 2025 Newshound Guru Pimpy Nothing is going to happen to the Iraqi banknote until the central bank digital currency is being launched. That's just common sense. April 25, 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru FNULNU Iraq is not frozen or at a standstill. Quite the contrary, business in Iraq is booming. Here are 17 projects announced this week. There are equivalent numbers each week. Iraq discusses buying Korean defense helicopters. PM launches Suk al-Shoyok infrastructure project. Al-Bilal Group signs investment licenses for 525 megawatts solar projects. UK consultancy wins pensions contract in Iraq. Iraq develops remote air pollution monitoring system. Wood selected by Total Energies to advance Ratawi field redevelopment. Chinese built $374 million Iraqi medical city breaks ground. Begins work on 921 megawatts Nasiriyah power plant. Central Bank of Iraq launches first virtual bank project Iraq to produce solar panels. Oman Airport signs partnership with Karbala International Airport. Investor. First batch of aluminum castings following Iraq plant upgrade. First sulfur shipment from Halfaya field. AAA Holding completes acquisition of phosphate fertilizer project. Chinese firm signs MOS. For Iraq petrochemical projects, China Group wins lubricants deal for Kurdistan region. Rixos Hotels discusses development in Iraq. Does Iraq sound or look like they are at a standstill or frozen to you? April 25, 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. Trump. A nuclear agreement with Iran is close, and negotiations are progressing positively. Quote, I think we're moving very well on reaching a deal with Iran. Trump told reporters in the Oval Office. There's a deal on the way, and we may see a very good resolution. It will save a lot of lives. April 25, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman. It's highly likely Iraq would not ever have accession into the WTO without having a real effective exchange rate with an international compliant currency. I just don't see that ever happening, because if they were going to do that, they would have already have done it, but they haven't yet. That is a key component. April 25, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 Sudani is teasing Parliament like you're a child with a piece of candy. Parliament can see the candy. They can even smell it, but they are not allowed to taste it. In fact, they never will. They will be completely shut out of this budget, of this process, and of the new exchange rate. The beautiful thing is Iraqi citizens now fully understand this because they know the truth about the monetary reform. April 25, 2025 Intel Guru Mark Z, via PDK. Comment. I heard that Vietnam is talking with the US Treasury and setting everything up. Mark Z. That is exactly what they are doing. Vietnam is right now in open talks with our Treasury. The US says it's time to stop manipulating your currency and raise it. Comment. Guru. Bruce said the dong rate will be higher than we think. Mark Z. I keep being told that as well. April 25, 2025 Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now. The rates have come up on the redemption center screens. Are continuing to go up. If you have projects, you're eligible for the contract rate on dinar. We've got 17 currencies on there that are moving. The rates are really good. And Vietnam, dong is great. Dinar is great, really good stuff. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: IraqiDinarChat.net